Hello gamers and welcome to Portal64, your gateway to the gaming world. Today I'm going to be reviewing Halo 4, and during this video as I talk about it, we're going to have some gameplay of me playing just so you have a visual idea of how the game is, and I will be doing this with future reviews just to help you guys get an idea of how the games work. Now Halo 4, one of the big changes about it was what company it was made by. Traditionally, the Halo franchise was made by Bungie, and Bungie broke off from Microsoft to make Destiny and any other future projects they choose to do. And Microsoft wanting to continue Halo, and gamers wanting more Halo games. 343 Industries was made just to make only Halo games. I believe a few members from Bungie actually stayed behind with it to help get either Halo 4 started or help with later Halo games. So now also Halo 4 brings back a lot of the things that I loved about Halo, like some of the weapons, some maps, and a lot of the campaign elements with how the campaigns usually ran, and a lot of the art style of how Halo usually looks. I feel like Halo 4 went more back to that because ODST and Reach definitely had a different art style to how Halo 1, 2, and 3 were. But Halo 4 definitely goes back to some of its origins in that case. And I really liked the campaign with Cortana and Master Chief being the main characters again, because I find those characters a whole lot interesting. And also Halo 3 just kind of left like what's going to happen to Master Chief, and this game really does give a great journey for Master Chief to continue on after the ending of Halo 3. And the campaign takes like 4 years after the events of Halo 3, and Cortana being an AI, they kind of expire after 7 years by going into rampancy and just breaking down. And it's about Cortana basically entering that stage of her cycle, and Master Chief wants to try to get her back to Earth, to her creator, to prevent that from happening. But complications come as they crash into a Forerunner planet called Requiem, and also they reawaken the Diadact, who is a Forerunner. And I'm not going to get into too much details because I don't want to ruin the campaign for those people. But it just brought back a lot of elements that just made Halo feel like Halo, just how the maps for campaign were shaped and how the gameplay was. And I'm going to really compare this to Halo 3. Halo 3 I thought had the best campaign by far, and this felt a lot like the campaign on Halo 3. And Halo 3 had at the end a part where you did this humongous, kind of like a race course on a Warthog, which I thought was one of my favorite levels because I love the Warthog, and it just brought a different way of playing Halo and all. But this had a similar level with a Ghost, which I just felt was awesome. I'm like, yes, Halo is back at the top again. But the multiplayer I find very fun, very fast paced, especially SWAT, which I'm playing now, because it just kind of gets you really into the game, and it's very fast paced with no radar and no health energy shields. So I always thought Halo 2 had the best multiplayer, and this just kind of reminds me a bit of how the physics and gameplay is. And one of the things I love about the Halo franchise is it always has a whole bunch of multiplayer modes to play. There's not always just shooting modes. There's stuff like Griffball, which is kind of like a sport more in a way, and then there's Forge. Forge definitely got improved in this a lot. They have magnets, which should help buildings stay more aligned better, because I had a really hard time getting just like a straight walkway aligned up. So, oh man, the magnets were great improvement. There's also gravity fields or trait fields where, like, if you're in a certain area, then you get like an overshield, or you could have a damage boost or a speed boost, or maybe gravity's a little heavier there so you can't jump as high, or maybe it's really loose so you could jump super high. I just like how you could go more in depth with that. And they brought, I wish they had a Forge world, but they gave you 3 different Forge maps where you could just do Forge, which have plenty of space, and they're all different type of caverns. And then just recently, a month or so ago, they came out with Forge Island, which is just like a flat landscape. And I was really happy with Forge, and hopefully they will come out with another update which brings back the racing game type mode, because for Halo Reach there were a whole bunch of awesome racetracks made that you could just race on. Surely you could still do that in Halo 4, there just isn't a game type that really supports it. The weapons for Halo 4 were definitely a big up, and they had, like most Halo titles, they bring back a lot of new guns. And I was really happy to see the battle rifle return, because that was one of my favorite guns. Also, the Covenant carbine rifle is back, which I was really happy to see. So along with some of the guns that came back, there were some that disappeared. Like in Reach, there was this one Covenant like grenade launcher that you charge up and it shoot like 4 plasma grenades. But I'm not going to miss the gun too much. Also, the brute shot was missing. But there's also a few new guns that I really like the Saw, which it has a lot of firepower and a lot of ammo in the magazine, so you rarely have to reload in it. And then also the sticky detonator is super fun to mess around with. It has a little screen with a little radar, so if you shoot the detonator somewhere, you could just hide around the corner and it'll show a red dot on that little screen of the gun if an enemy walks near it, and you could just click it and blow them up. So that's just a really nice trick with the sticky detonator. Also, there's Forerunner guns, or the Promethean guns, if you like to call them that. The binary rifle is like a one-shot kill sniper, but it also gives away your spot because it just sends out this huge light, so people know if you're aiming at them, and also other snipers or other people will say, hey, there's a sniper right there. So with that, I like it how it gives snipers a real good chance to get people, but then also it keeps snipers on the move, not just camping in the same spot. Then also the bolt shot, which is a pistol, you could just charge it up and blast someone in one hit to get them up, to get them down. It's pretty much compared to a shotgun in the palm of your hands, really. And also their light rifle is one of my favorite guns. It's a precision weapon, does a 3-round burst, but then if you zoom in, it just does one single powerful shot. Now it's not too powerful, it's not too bad. It's really good on range and all that. Also, with people who like the DMR from Reach, there's still that, although it holds 14 instead of 15 inside the mag, but it has a better shooting system in this than it does in Halo Reach, I think, because the more you could shoot more consistently on it and not have it go so inaccurate as it would do in Halo Reach. So overall, I will give this game a 9 out of 10. It's a really great game, I love it. And so if you guys really liked this game, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends on Facebook, and tune in later for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.